is underway. It's the English opening. Fabi has played once again on his second move, d2, d3, and he's been experimenting with a kind of a Sicilian reverse. Now, when you get into these positions, yes, it's absolutely fine. d7, d5, no question, you can get a Sicilian reverse. But I really think that an excellent move is to play the move e5, e4. And the whole idea, if you think about a Budapest gambit, you want this bishop open. You want to have this bishop on this long diagonal, and you want castles and rook e8. If you can maintain the knight on e4 for just that extra tempo or two, you get to play d6, bishop f5. And trust me when I say black is better. It's better in those cases. Hence, we see queen c2. Also, it's for that reason that white most often plays knight c3 in order to prevent this move e4, queen c2. I don't know, is this still standard territory?
No one has touched this position with
unique.
White. Yeah. There we see queen e7. Yeah, you're preaching to the choir with Wesley. He really does subscribe to that idea. Knight on e4, strong piece.
Strong piece.
How can you shift it? Do you have to go make moves like knight to d2?
I think the answer to
get
the
it
question
out like
is
that.
absolutely yes, and yes indeed. Because again, if you give black a free hand to play d6, followed by bishop f5, you're going to really rue the day you played queen c2. What?
Rook a2.
Okay, I know Fabi has won the tournament, and our congratulations, but this is madness. What are you doing?
There's d6,
b4. Whoa, okay, so you're not allowing knight c5 and bishop f5, but really? Okay, I'm a little bit stunned. Bishop to d3, there is a, careful, pay attention, there is a g4 sighting.
Well, This is castled.
He's inviting the move g4. What is the answer to g4? Knight takes f4. What is the answer to g4? He
Castle.
play. Okay, now black has gotten everything he wants. Rook e8, and so forth and so on. But g4? I'm still mortified.
Well, my evaluation bar was still at 50%, so I think that g4 perhaps wasn't as winning as it looked, but...
Okay, that's good to know. I love outposts for my squares. Outposts for my pieces, pardon me. Squares for my pieces. I like the move a5, trying to win, when the rook was on a2, I like to play the move a5, trying to win the outpost on c5. But he is traded, and now something about this pin is a little bit awkward.
Well, you have knight c3 in the agenda. Knight c3, followed by knight to d5.
number 2. And unfortunately for Fabi, there's knight g4, and I think that's just
game over because you attack the rook, you attack the pawn, you threaten queen e1 check.
Yes, so knight g4 is, we think, a clincher, but I mean, 2 pawns up, I'm sure, you know, I mean, it's...
Also, listen, how come we knight takes c4, yes?
One other worthy note. By the way, something to be said for queen c5 as well.
Okay, knight takes c4. Of course, Wesley, a certified member of the Pawn Grabber Association, as materialists. I love queen c5.
Queen c5,
queen e1 check. What else?
Pin him and win him.
Hang on, we can go queen e1 check and then queen e3.
That's very convincing.
Why win 3 pawns?
Yeah, that is very, very convincing.
And I mean, indeed, this is...
Fabi's just playing on the adrenaline rush and everything else.
Yeah.
Rook to c.
8 seconds for Fabi.
Wow.
So many pawns down.
Yeah. Well, just bring everybody into play. A little something to be said for knight c4. I mean, fishing for yet another pawn.
I liked doubling on the e9.
I love doubling.
b6. Well, Fabi's trying to mix things up. Oh, knight c4. And there you go.
Yeah. Followed by knight takes b6. When it rains, it pours. Knight takes b6.
There you go. Another pawn has fallen off the board. And Fabi keeping the game alive just because of the clock situation.
Exactly.
But 6 seconds for Fabi, 40 seconds for Wesley.
Yeah, rook on e8 to e5, and knight to d5. This is child's play now.
Oh, he doesn't need to do that. And there we see a handshake.
Enough.
And a win
for Wesley. That was crucial.
Very important in that race for second.